dating a Ukrainian woman who lives in Ukraine is different than dating a woman who lives abroad and relocated because of the war. And actually, this has to be the first question when you communicate. Where are you? When did you leave? And how long have you been staying where you are staying? And if she's in Ukraine, then asking her why she lives in Ukraine. Well, here's why. When the war started, a lot of Ukrainian women left, and especially our female clients who were already thinking of considering of marrying somebody from abroad, they were easier to relocate. And now, living abroad, they receive some social help, they receive some support, they are also dating local people, and they are still with us. What does it tell us? It tells us that they have expectations for a real relationship, and men who are around them are either not enough, or they aren't socially appropriate, or they are not emotionally appropriate, or something altogether. So we interview these women, we find out what their expectations are, and we see how we can put everything together in this equation. Ukrainian women who are in Ukraine, they may also have an experience of relocating and coming back. So when you have your first video date and you like each other and things work out, talk to the woman and find out whether she had an experience of going abroad and coming back, and how was that, because that will show that you care, that you understand current Ukrainian reality, and this will help you learn more about each other. So some women admit that even though they left Ukraine, they came back because A, their children wanted to be at home. They have relationship with their parents and the social groups that they belong to that are stronger than comfortable life abroad on their own. They couldn't handle that. Well, now you will ask a question how she will be able to then relocate if she couldn't relocate because of the war. And the question is serious bonding, true love, and strong connection is the key. Because women had no reason to stay abroad because they didn't have that bonding, that strong tie, that love that they could have found, but they didn't. So now they are single and searching and continue looking for the right person. And what else they are going through is understanding of values, understanding of core life values that are essential for building relationships. And in our program, when we match our men and women, we focus your attention on science-based approach, which is speaking about 5 important values that are really essential for building family and relationship in strong connection. These are attitudes about money, children, career, health, and philosophy, faith, um, life perception, because I don't want to call it only religion. So, money, children, career, health, and faith. These core life values help people connect, and we teach our clients what questions to ask and how to develop their bonding and understanding so that you really understand each other's values and you feel if you want to be part of this person's picture. So many women who have left Ukraine and came back, they did some extensive traveling. And even if they were traveling with children, children admit that I'm tired of traveling. I want to be home. I want to be in one place. So the sense of stability is very important that Ukrainian women are lacking. And you, as a Western man with stable life, with well-organized structure, with reliable income, can provide. And it's one of the things that is attractive for Ukrainian women because they want a man who is confident, who is secure, who cares about others, and who is available. And that's why, um, watching this video, you can see if you are anywhere in this picture and if you are ready to take the risks of connecting with a Ukrainian woman. So, why these other risks? Everything. Life is a risk. Everything is a risk when you are dating, when you are opening up, when you are showing your vulnerability. It's a risk not to go further on your communication and dating. It's a risk not to be loved, or um, she loves you and you don't have a feeling. So the happy story happens when both parties are thinking alike and have the same goals and relationship expectations, which is another thing that you will discuss with your lady. And we also focus our clients' attention to relationship expectations and how to speak about these expectations openly, honestly, and freely to bond and to build a happy connection. So women that are coming to us aren't odd or um, random women taken from the ocean of the internet. We attract women who are open to have a relationship and check if they are really available. But we are also interviewing them, understanding that they are emotionally stable enough to be willing to start new relationship. How we do that is our job. But now, as a man who is considering a Ukrainian woman, you need to understand several things. First, emotional resilience is very important because every day we are in Ukraine going through a lot of anxiety. Everywhere in the world, there is a lot of anxiety, but that global anxiety is about job, taking care of yourself, health, and other things, challenges of life. But in addition to all of that, we have the war. And when alarm rings, we have to pray to survive or hide or both. So emotional resilience is extremely important to understand that nerves are very fragile and very vulnerable when you are dealing with a Ukrainian woman. So she needs your support. So she needs your emotional intelligence to give her an understanding that you care and you understand what she's going through. And actually, you won't understand what she's going through unless you come here. Well, it's not an advertisement of coming here, but some men do because they really form a very strong bonding with a woman, and it gives them an understanding of what she was up to, what she was living through. And then that makes the couple very strong when they do that, when they spend time together in Ukraine. Some men do that as a second trip because having met somewhere abroad, they like each other and they want to meet family. So they come and meet family. All of them are safe and alive, but it's an option to show the woman that you actually care. I was at the event recently, and the hall was full of international men from different parts of the world saying, "We are here. It is not safe, but we feel safer here with Ukraine that is war going on than in our countries, for example, in Chicago, in some of the districts, or in New Zealand, in some of the areas." New Zealand is another story, but for example, in American cities, people feel unsafe for various reasons. So another thing is feelings. Really having the feelings. It don't expect to fall in love right away. You need to learn who is the person. You need to have not only physical attraction, but also deep emotional bonding and understanding her life and willing to be with this person more. And when you communicate and open up, when you are able to really show your vulnerability, not to draw her a picture of a bright future, how you live, how beautiful it is in your yard or something, but speaking about really deep core things like your childhood, like your family, like things that you want to have in the future, will help the woman to open up and learn more about you. And also opening up and telling her about some, tricks, some, you know, mm, secrets that you have that make sense to know, or the way who you are, or for example, that you like to argue in the middle of the street, like an example, but I made it up. But um, giving and that's called emotional bonding, when you're not disclosing everything right away, but disclose step by step with a person that you like, and that builds trust. And uh, finding this whole wonderful new relationship makes it possible when you are confidently understanding what you're doing, where you're going, and um, meeting a person or people that have are like-minded and would relate to that as well. So many interesting ideas, right, in this video. But on top of that, what else we're going through is post-traumatic syndrome to different degrees, because some women faced real strong disaster. Some women had their fathers or brothers killed. And the sorrow and the pain that they have inside, or the traumatic experiences they lived through, is making them more fragile for relationship. Time heals everything. Love heals everything. And we learn how to transform. But post-traumatic syndrome can be expressed or can show itself in different ways. For example, we stay resilient, we do things, we live life, and suddenly she can crack. Listening to a song or watching a touching video, or speaking about touching a situation. And it is absolutely okay. When she cries, it's not because she's unhappy and you make her feel bad. She cries because she wants the tears to clean her mental state and get rid of the stress that is overbearing. So understanding that this woman, and as you are going to be closer to her, she will be opening more and more, and you will see more of her true emotions and true feelings, and you will have a better understanding. Then she will allow herself to cry and show her sensitive soul, and your way of accepting it and your way of being there with her speaks volumes to her. So be ready for that. Be ready for that emotional support that Ukrainian women really need when building new relations. Now, it's all sounding quite complicated. And at the same time, every 2 months, we have new relationship happening and the couple stays together, because Western men have this serious family values. The man that we take as our clients are not necessarily the richest guys, but these guys have hearts. We are looking for men who have hearts, who have stable income, and who are ready for a great life partner that is coming not because she needs to be rescued, but is coming because she wants to be loved and share love. And when that happens, you celebrate and heal and have the best love you could ever find in life. So try that.